Hey guys, Smashcast here, I'm AG, and today Sakurai released a screenshot of Viridi, and she's a character from the Kid Icarus series, and she's generally depicted as an 8-year-old human girl who has blonde hair, but she does have the mentality of like an adult, and she's the goddess of nature. And what's so interesting about this screenshot is there's quite a few interesting things, but if you didn't know, yesterday, I'm pretty sure that there was a picture that came out of Palatina. It was sometime earlier this week, and it was apparently two leaked photos, which we're going to do a video on soon of what we think about the Palatina, but this is just going to tie into what happened in that screenshot, because this is very important for why that was leaked. So, first of all, what Sakurai says is, pick of the day, this is definitely not a friendly girls' night out. Now, what this means is that there's 3 reasons why she's not an assist trophy and why she's probably a stage hazard. So, the 3 reasons is that Sakurai would usually say that, oh, this is an assist trophy. So, he doesn't say that she's an assist trophy, so most likely being a stage hazard in this case. And then, second of all, she's kind of like in the background of these bricks behind here on the 3DS. And one thing that I want to mention, this is only for the 3DS, because Sakurai does keep things like assist trophies and stages to the actual console itself. And their latest game was on the 3DS, the Kid Icarus Uprising. Of course, it's only going to be on the 3DS. And she isn't actually in front, which would be where they would be fighting. So if she was an assist trophy, she would probably be in front of the stage itself, so you could actually see her, and she could like actually interact more with the characters and be on the foreground. So that's one reason, because she's more into the background. And then third of all, would be because what happens in the Kid Icarus game, like I said before, she was like a protagonist, originally antagonist, and then she changes between that, like antagonist and protagonist, between certain games. And in Icarus Uprising, I'm reading this from the Kid Icarus Wikia, Viridi deems humans unworthy to exist because they are cruel toward nature and sets a reset bomb to wipe out warring factions before intending to target the rest of the human race, thus becoming Pit's enemy, and she sends Krolache on him. And when he and Palutena, now that first sentence is very important. So what that ties into is that Viridi is just like, she sets a reset bomb, and on the original, I think it was one of the first pictures of this stage, the Kid Icarus Uprising stage, that we see the reset bomb, and this was either an item or a stage hazard, and I can't remember which one it was, and I think it was more of like on the lines of a stage hazard, and to switch between the two things, because the reset bomb happened like when it was like super zoomed out, so that was probably just they do a reset bomb and then they zoom in, kind of something that would happen in like WarioWare or like a Fire Emblem kind of stage when he and Palatina interfere. And what happened was that we got the Palatina screenshots, which happened just like after like the bulk of the news of Palatina being announced, kind of being leaked, was coming yesterday. So Sakurai could be like mentioning how this is a true picture, and it looks very realistic, those screenshots of these leaked Palatina being a playable character. So this could be him like kind of hinting why Palatina will be in the game, because like she came to interfere with Pit, so obviously Viridi being the stage hazard, going to be Palatina joining, which makes sense because we do have like a lot of like girls this time along, and I really like that because it's nice to have a variety in genders and stuff. And Palatina is much like Rosalina and like Princess Peach, because like Rosalina is the queen of like those stars in Mario Galaxy, so of course she's going to be in the game. And then Peach is the princess of Toadstool, kingdom, and so it makes sense. It's always like the princesses, like Princess Zelda of Hyrule, and then it's always these princesses, and it makes sense why she'd be returning, because we do see a lot of fan base that people want her to come back, and I certainly do want her to come back. So what Viridi could do in as the stage hazard is probably the person who sets off the reset bomb, because that's what happens in Kid Icarus Uprising. Fits perfectly, and then possibly do some of her powers that she has because of being the goddess of nature. So I don't know, tornado, something like that, just anything to do with nature. But though the screenshot does show, and the stage itself seems to take place on water, so we can maybe see, and there's like rocks there, so never know, like rocks falling out of the sky, which would be kind of weird. Water flooding, tsunami kind of thing, just something like that, along the lines of that. So yeah, that's all that I have to say about Viridi. Now tell me down in the description, what do you think about Viridi, and did you want her to be a character, an assist trophy, or stay at the stage hazard, or not in the game at all? For me, I don't mind her super much. I kind of would have rathered, even though it kind of fits for the stage itself and how everything ties together, the reset bomb and everything. I don't know. I personally don't like Viridi super much. Just not a big appeal to me. And another person from the Kid Icarus series, I would have more liked, even though it is supposed to fit with the stage. I do not personally entirely enjoy Viridi being in the game. Okay, so guys, this is Smashcast signing out. Have a great weekend, and bye.